Welcome once again, it's your girl Princess Clitin on Real Inspiration, and we get to unleash the real you because we believe that you can only be you and no one can do you, and the best version of you is that next person that you'll be, the next minute, the next moment, the next thing you're going to do that is going to make you a better version of yourself. Okay, so this discussion today was triggered by a post I saw online. So a friend of mine made a post and it was all this way. This is what happened. So he went for an interview and then he saw people that to him per se looked better than him, sounded better than him, and all the betters, He had already classified or categorized himself as one of the people that didn't really fit. So he made the post and wrote there and asked, if you're the person and you get to an interview and you see that every other person there, like the number wasn't really much, so they're just few people, and they have to take just about 3 persons. Let's say there were 20 and then they have to take just about 3 persons, and then you get there, you seem to be the least on the list. You see people who have PhDs, master's degrees, bachelor's degrees, and probably you might just have maybe a first degree or something, or a professional HND certificate or something, and then you're freaking out. So he asked the question, would you stay or are you going to leave? And I was actually shocked because a lot of people were saying they're going to leave, that they're not just going to give it a try. Well, I wasn't going to back out. I'm daring like that. I'm adventurous like that. And it has led me to get a lot of amazing opportunities that I would normally not have gotten if I actually shied away. So I wrote under the post and said, I'm not going to go nowhere. I'm there for the interview and I'm going to get the interview. It doesn't matter who is there or who is not there. So he came and laughed under my post, and I thought maybe he was just laughing me to scorn, but it wasn't. So he had to post the part B the next day, and he said he was actually treated like the last of everything, because everybody there seemed to be connected to one person or the other. People were already working in the company. Some of them were relating and chit-chatting with the other people, but he was the only one who basically knew nobody there, and his degrees were not as big as those degrees, and he said his English was not really posh like every other person's own was there. Well, so to say. And then they actually really did not really treat him so right, because he had to wait there. He was the last person who got interviewed and everything. And this is what the interviewers asked him. Let's just say we've not chosen anybody, or we've already chosen the people. What will make us remove someone and put you? That was just it. It had nothing whatsoever to do with his degrees, to do with connections, to do with, it had to be him being him. Do you. There is no other person that can do you like you. It had to be him and him alone. And the funny part is, he was taken. So this is something. Most times we qualify ourselves with people instead of qualifying ourselves with our next best. What's the next best I can be? That's who I should be qualifying myself with or comparing myself with. What is the next best thing I can do to get a better me tomorrow? It's not about what other people are doing. Yes, sometimes we need the certificates to get called out to those jobs. Yes. He didn't have those big certificates, but he was already called out. So why would you feel intimidated? Well, trust me, sometimes I also feel intimidated, but I tell myself that nobody can do me like me. The problem is, most of the times we get to fail in that particular scenario because, let's say for example, that particular organization needs Princess Clitin. And I've seen Judith, and Judith looks way qualified than me as per my own calculations. And then I'm trying to do Judith. Judith is original. So when she goes in there, she's going to do Judith. And me coming in there trying to do Judith, I would never be able to match up, and that's why I would lose it. I wouldn't lose it not because I'm not qualified, not because I can't do it right, but because I'm doing some other person aside myself. When he was in there proving his worth, I don't think he was talking about this other person or that other person. He was giving them what they wanted to know. And he had it. He had it. So the next time you go for a job interview or you go for some calling, walk-in interview or whatever, don't qualify yourself with those people. If the company themselves called you for that interview, then you have something in you that they need already. So don't freak out. Don't back out because of other people. It's not about them, it's about you. Just be you, be original. And if it's you they need, they're going to take you. On Real Inspiration, I always get to say, I love you so very much. But God loves you way, way more. Get to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can get all our updates. Yes, it's beautiful. We come on once every week. Just tuning always, and you'll never be disappointed.